Hello everyone and welcome to the W2 Report Live. We're going to talk Diablo Immortal, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Gatcha Redux episode. But before we start today, let us go into the ground rules being read by Lord Cracker Squirrel.
Rule number 1, don't be a dick. Rule number 2, if there are any questions, please refer to rule number 1.
All right, let's have some words of motivation today by one Captain Steve Rogers on this Independence Day. Because it doesn't matter if what the press says, it doesn't matter what the politicians or the mob say, it doesn't matter if the whole country decides something wrong is something right. This nation was founded on one principle above all else, the requirement that we stand up for what we believe, no matter the odds or the consequences. And when the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move.
Or to paraphrase that last one, get fucked.
Yes.
And there goes your monetization, Anji. Have fun. I apologize. I had a case of laryngitis here for a little while, and I'm still not completely recovered. Give me another week or two. I should be fine.
Yeah. You should be fine in time for the concert, which, by the way, is also a bit of admin today. We are going to be hopefully performing live in concert here in Dallas, Texas on July 29th through August 1st. If you would please give our panel a consideration or vote. I will drop a link in the pinned comment down below where you can actually do that. Please keep in mind that only paid attendees of Anime Fest or Game Fest are allowed to vote. So, it's just so that way we
get out and vote, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Diablo Immortal. We are going to analyze a couple of new stuff that we found.
On, Sanji.
Yeah.
Hold on. You need to enunciate better. It's Diablo Immoral. Get it straight.
Yeah.
But holy shit. As bad as it sounded the last time we spoke on this subject, it's gotten much, much worse.
Yes.
Somebody found some new mechanics, and you may actually be, and you should be aware of them, assuming, of course, you haven't been living under a rock for the last about 2 weeks.
Yes, that's true. The number, according to Andrew Dice, who has a wonderful Twitter thread on the subject, you can check it out in the description.
I thought Andrew Dice Clay expired a while back.
Wrong one.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said Andrew Dice, and my brain immediately said Clay. And I went, ooh, is that right? No? Possibly. Wait, isn't he dead? I should ask Sanji. Sanji might know. The internet certainly does, and I'm just too lazy to go to abuse my paws on this keyboard.
Well, his Twitter link his Twitter feed is in the description down below. So if you would,
is it a link to the thread or is the entire Twitter feed?
Is linked to the thread.
Okay, that you need to be more clear, please. Because if you're dumping everybody into his timeline, all you're going to do is frustrate them.
Yes. So what had happened is that he found out that the gems, the 5-star gems that you're supposed to collect on Diablo Immortals, the equipment and all that, was the price of the gems was wrong by a factor of at least 6.
A minimum of 6.
A minimum of 6.
And that's only if you're lucky. If you're not,
yeah,
you're looking at millions of dollars.
Yes. Here's what happened. Here's what happens. When you reach 5-star gems, when you slot a 5-star gem into an equipment slot, you have the choice to awaken a gem to be able to equip that one equipment slot with 5 more gems. And each one can be a 5 out of 5-star gem.
So we're looking at here. You get the first 5-star gem, and then you need and then you want 5 more to go in that particular piece of gear.
Right.
So, yeah, that's a thing. And assuming that you're actually got, and this assumes 2 things. Number 1, that you can actually put your hands on 5-star gems.
Right.
And number 2, and this is the one that's going to kill you. That those 5-star gems are actually the ones that you need for your particular build.
That is correct, sir. Uh,
Uh,
when we factored in our estimate at $1 million on what it would take to build and equip your character, we were accounting for class builds as well. I mean, you would get sometimes you'd get unlucky and get gems that don't fit your class build. We were factoring in those costs as well. And I think Yang Ye, a brilliant mind in gaming analyst in gaming analysis, pretty much, yeah, he can get a little boring at times, but he pretty much figured out that you would need 1.1 million at minimum to 3.4 million. That's US dollars to get the class build you want. So
because not all those 5-star not all of those not all those 5-star gems drop drop equally.
right,
You will be more likely to get warrior drops than you will almost anything else.
absolutely. And apparently, I played around with the 5-star gems, the $25 Rift Simulator, this past week, while I was doing research for the W2 report today, and I was averaging at most 100K per 36 gems.
Oh, you didn't catch mine. The last run I did to get 30 to run up 36 gems, that was, that turned out to be really retarded. It came, and that was before you put out for, that was before you put out money for the orbs in question.
To awaken the gems, yes.
The gems alone are almost 5 mil. And that's just to get 36 gems. That doesn't say anything about what it would have cost me for that particularly unlucky run to get just the ones I needed for a rogue build.
Right.
An archery build, which is generally what I prefer anyway. The farther away I can keep the mob, the better off I'm doing. But then again, if you're in a fair fight, your tactics suck.
Yeah.
By the time I had looked up which gems I needed, and I only had one that would. After all of that, I only had one at all that would fit said build.
Yeah.
Said build. And I kept going. I kept going on that to see just what it would cost to get the basic list of gems for the 6 slots that we have on that. And no, I've never actually touched the game. And I stopped at 30 million and only had 3 of the gems I needed.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That was a really, really, that is just me. That was the odds fucking with me. It's a job, but I got but I wound up getting endless numbers of warrior drops.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of warriors, not enough rogues.
Not enough rogues. I forget the name of the mageling class that they had there. You probably know. You probably remember. Like I haven't actually played the game, but just look shit up.
Yeah.
And you're talking about something you did more than a week ago. I've been sick since then, so
yeah.
hell, I've slept since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to get 3 of those rogue gems. I said at $30 million, I said, no, fuck this. That's what 3 Britney Spears at this point, or like 30 Amber Heards.
Yeah, especially since she was ordered to pay Johnny about $10 million.
Well, I was getting close. I if I kept going, based on the drop rates for the gems I actually wanted for this purpose, I was looking at I was looking at something. I was looking at more money than Johnny Depp even has or has ever seen. So, like in his lifetime.
Right.
Well, at the rate I was going before I got all the gems, all 36 gems I'd need, I'd be looking at Elon Musk.
Oh yeah. And unfortunately,
Elon, I'm still waiting. I am still waiting for you to send me just an hour of your interest. 1 hour. 1 hour of interest on $270 billion. Yeah, that'd be 1 hour of interest. You keep the principal. 1 hour of interest on your accounts. I know that doesn't actually work, but you take his net worth and give it and set it up at 3 to 5 at a 3% APR. The amount of money that would be generated in an hour be more than I'll ever see. More than both of us will ever see.
Right.
Anyway. So yes, this is a lot of fucking money, and Blizzard doesn't. I don't think Blizzard deserves it.
Well, according to Blizzard themselves, they earned about $24 million.
Yeah.
In the first month.
Or 12 Amber Hearts. Because actually, I just checked. Amber's supposed current net worth at this particular point in time is about $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Considering I've seen airline pilots with more net worth, there is something wrong there.
Yeah.
This is a woman that spends $30,000 on rent per month
in New York.
No.
Or actually in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles. But she's got vacation homes she leases as well, all over everywhere. She seems to own almost nothing in comparison.
Right.
Anyway. Where were we before this video gets shorter than it was going to already?
Basically, what our estimate was about $1.1 million. $1 million to get a class build together of just 36 5-star gems. Our estimate is now blown out of the water by a factor of 100 times. If we really sit down to think about it, because the fact of the matter is, the drop rates for each particular gem, to even get one 5-star gem, it will be about 1 in 2,222.
That sounds about right.
Or a 0.045% chance. Just to get one 5-star gem. Now,
That's right. You can, if you're working in decimals, you add 2 zeros in front of 0.4 and in front of that 0.45.
mm-hmm,
Although I've seen many more zeros in front of that.
right.
That really terrible setup. That really unlucky set. Yeah, that was the drop rate for any 5-star gem was way lower than that.
Right. Ugh. I honestly don't think that Blizzard earned that money. All it was doing.
Good thing they're also what 2 3 years or 2 or 3 years behind schedule. They swore they weren't gonna. They said they were concentrating on phones, and they wound up. Uh, they wound up adding. They wound up adding a PC version.
Right.
I'm not going there because that's on their Blizz launcher, and I refuse.
Hmm.
I don't even want that shit installed. And I actually bought Blizzard games before they went stupid. Games that were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, StarCraft is excellent.
Yeah.
I don't even have I don't even have the entirety of StarCraft 2 because because Diablo 3 came out before I could put my hands on the last part of StarCraft 2. And Diablo 3 was one that stupid squirrely me pre-ordered.
Oh.
And then discovered the fucking auction house.
Right.
Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, error 34. No, that's rule 34. Error 37, I believe. That was the error that caused many of Diablo players grief during Diablo 3's run.
Well, Diablo 3 is still running, but at the same time, it's not really error 37. Error 37 is just what they printed. It's actually error 132. Which is, fuck you, you don't get to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of our shorter ones. Mainly because we want to prep for our concert show in about 25 days from now.
Yeah, sometimes towards the end of the month. That's what you told me.
Yeah, and while we will cut you short here, we will be doing an Ask Us Anything in the next week or so. Stay tuned for details on that through our W2 Report Twitter.
Actually, it should be an AMA. It should be an AMA because there are some things I'm not going to. There are some questions I will not answer.
Okay. So, with that out of the way, thank you, Squirrel, for providing us with analysis on this follow-up. And yeah. And if you do like this kind of content, please be sure to do all the YouTube-y things. And
like, the comment, to subscribe, go down into Patreon and give him money so that he has money to send me. I kid.
Anyway,
I want to see a little bit more of you around the office.
Understood.
Okay.
Understood. We will see you next week, I think, and we will hopefully see you live in Dallas, Texas on July 29th, and we will see you guys soon.
Well, some of us will be there in the flesh, others not so much.
Right.
I am not abandoning my comfy chair so that I can go to Dallas. But I'll be out. But you can see my crocus squirrely teeth and tail. Honestly, we'll probably be able to see my crocus squirrely teeth and tail on a screen.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
All right, we got to go today. This is going to be a short one. Happy 4th for everybody, and a happy 4th to you from our friends here at the W2 Report. And we will see you guys next time.
And be safe, be sane, and let's make Sanchi squirm again. See ya.
All right.